Hey folks, Nathan here. This is my channel, usually a bunch of Star Wars content, but anytime there's a new PlayStation VR game that tickles my fancy, I jump in to do a quick Let's Play to show you what it's like. This is my second jump into Chess Ultra very quickly, shortly after doing the first one. The first one, if you were watching it, I got to a point where I was in the challenge mode, and I was on the second of the challenge, or I just finished the second mate in one challenge. And in going to the third, it locked me out of everything. I couldn't move the pieces. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get out of the menu, nothing. I just basically glitched, and everything was stuck. The visuals would still change, but otherwise I was stuck. I just wanted to give you a chance to see the look of some of these other environments. Let's see. How was I doing that? It's a previous one that I can go back to. I did Gamora last time. There's Woodburn Manor, Musée Capitale, Mulholland. I'm kind of curious who you play against in each case. Fire and Brimstone pieces are what I used previously. They're a little tough to see. Let's switch to Soundstone, and let's just jump to Wood. Wow, there's more than I thought. So we'll just jump to Wood, jump into it. My goal here, not to play through a full one again. I can't really do anything here. I guess that's unlocked when you get a certain number of points or something. But I want to give you a chance to see the different environments, because again, with an online chess game, the environments are what matters, because it is just chess. Now, if they made a nightmare chess game, that'd be freaking awesome. Okay. So here we are. Mulholland. Nice atmosphere, except pretty blurry when you're looking out the windows. From a resolution sense. Kind of like you got dropped to play chess in a PlayStation 2 or early PlayStation 3 environment, but okay, whatever. Hey, car keys. And no opponent on the other side, which is interesting. Please connect a controller to continue. Yeah, it's right here. Can't do anything with that yet. Just grabbing random pieces. That was weird. I don't know why it changed and said it needed me to connect a controller. So in this case, again, kind of showing you the look of it. You've got the board, and it's giving you your castling. It's essentially giving you a sort of bluish appearance. All right, let's resign, and let's go check out some of these other options. Oh, and that didn't do anything. Oh, that just gives me that same do you want to leave the game thing again. Yeah, I want to actually leave the game, thanks. Thank you. Oh, for frack's sake. Stop. Quit. There we go. So resign just stops it. Quit will actually pull you out. Alright, so we just tried Mulholland. We've tried Gamora already. I'll do that one last because we already seen it. Woodburn Manor. Let's switch to Williams type pieces, and let's switch to metal. And everything else is fine. It's kind of weird navigating outside of VR to then jump into VR. Also, does not appear you have a lot of control over the... That's strange. Orientation. Hey, how's about we orient where I can actually see it? I'll hold down the start button like every other game lets you do. And no, either way, apparently I have to kind of turn. So we're in kind of the study looking thing, like our either similar to or the same place as our little challenges earlier. We're back to red. Yeah, whatever. Here, whatever. Okay. So again, these pieces are easier to tell apart, I would say, as were the previous ones, than the ones that I was using before, the Fire and Brimstone set. It's supposed to be metal, but kind of metal. Alright, let's jump out of there. kick up another one. That's Woodburn Manor, so we only have 2 more places to check. One we saw in the last stream. We done Saunton, which are those more classic pieces, Williams. Now we'll do the checkers ones, and we'll jump to Fire and Brimstone last. We've done wood, we've done metal. There's other types here. So wood, metal. We'll do plastic this time. So music without checkers, plastic. Why not? Again, I don't know why it is continuously trying to... Like, from where I'm sitting, it's having me turn my head, if this is 12 o'clock, to about an 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock orientation to be able to play, regardless of me using the start button to reorient myself. So something with orientation is kind of whack. But okay, whatever. Alright, so here we have pieces that look like checkers. We have all the pieces marked, of course, on the top. Just like any game where you got, you know, a checkers and chess game where you play with the checkers, but then they've got a mark so you can play it like that. I used to have a magnetic one like that. And we're back to sort of a white on wood type of how we see it. Not bad. We've got sort of a Greek and Roman atmosphere here. Classical atmosphere. I guess more Roman than Greek. Okay, cool. Do I have the option in options? No, I do not. Do I have the options in options to recenter? Why in the hell do you think that I am that... This is going to drive me nuts. So apparently recentering does no good for you in the game. Alright, so we've seen those. We'll jump back to Gomorrah. We've seen the checkers ones. We'll go back to Fire and Brimstone as the only other type. It does appear... Ah, there we go. Okay, so Saunton gives you wood, metal, plastic, stripes, copper, and tin, blood, and cream. Williams, pretty much the same thing. Checkers, same. But as soon as you do Fire and Brimstone, you have completely different options for your material. Precious, jade, seasons, or sterling tar. So, yeah. My precious. And then this will throw me back in. Again, somehow having to sit at a 10 o'clock orientation because it will allow me to reorient myself. Okay. And it's having trouble seeing my other arm. Why? Because somehow the game has just oriented me the wrong fucking direction. Like, if I want to sit forward, I'm sitting looking like this in my chair. And every time I recenter, this is all I'm getting. I am having to turn to do anything. Jerkweed. Oh, I can't even throw the piece at him? Alright, well, we saw this earlier, though, when I was playing. So, let me jump out of here. So, to show you beyond what we saw previously, we have seen the challenges, we've seen the single game, I've looked at the little tournament thing, we saw some tutorials. The key things here being, again, the ambiance. So the ambiance is a little different in each location. I would say that the Gomorrah is probably the cooler looking one, and it's the only one, it turns out, that has you actually playing against someone sitting across from you. Otherwise, you're basically playing a phantom competitor, which for some will make all the difference, because if the idea is to be playing something that is immersive, then if you're playing something that is immersive, but you're playing against an empty chair when playing against the CPU, that takes some of it out of it. I definitely would recommend, if you're playing against the CPU, play on Gomorrah, so at least you have the Grim Reaper there to play against you. And I would certainly recommend, again, this is me looking straight in my chair, because it hurts the hell out of my neck to look the other direction. I would hope that they fix whatever the issue was that screwed me up earlier, that caused me to end the first stream, and I would really hope they would fix whatever the hell the issue is with the inability to use the holding down the start button on the move controller to actually recenter, because it's not actually recentering a damn thing, and it seems like it's just getting worse. I'm not going to sit there and have my neck cricked all the way around to try to play the chess game. If that happens mid-game, I'm out. So, Yeah. Definitely a flawed from a technical standpoint. Seems fairly competent as far as the actual chess gameplay, and I love the idea of the challenges being there and being able to be part of online tournaments. But damn, the technical flaws are definitely holding this one back. Here's hoping for a patch in the near future. Back to the tutorials again. I wonder if I can make it go to the other tutorial. Nope. I wonder if you can only go to the other tutorials after you've finished the first few. You can't just choose a tutorial you actually have to see. But you know what? I'm not going to dive into the tutorial trap again. So, again, Chess Ultra, is it worth it? It's getting there. If you've got the 10 to 15 bucks and you're really stoked for it, go for it. Just understand you're only going to get a competitor looking at you when playing at least against the CPU on one side. The challenges do seem like they're pretty neat. Playing online with others will be fun, but yeah, it has some issues. You're probably better off playing something like Pure Chess, which is the one I was trying to think of last stream, for now, but you don't get the ambiance and the atmosphere that you get out of VR. But do you really need to put on a VR headset to play chess? I'll be playing it some more because I dig it, and I'm still reading Bobby Fischer's book. But will it be for everybody? No. Will it even be for most people who love chess? Maybe not. Really one that probably should use a demo before you actually try it out, or get some impressions based on my play and make your decision that way. Either way, though, it's really a your mileage may vary type of game here for PlayStation VR.